Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins, we've got the special report for you today. Tons of UFOs just into Third Phase of Moon, so let's get to it. Little Big Bot from Thailand has captured something that people are saying it's incredible, a shape-shifting UFO. We're gonna get to the first one right now. Guys, take a look at this.
มึงเห็นได้เลยเป็นตัวอะไรวะมันหลอกกันได้ใช่ไหมพี่บอกว่าใช่อะไรวะน่ะเลยมันเชื่อเลยจะหลอกมันลูกพี่เอาตามยังไม่ใช่เนาะฮิปฮอปนะนี่อะไรวะน่ะทำไมมันเป็นทำไมเป็นงั้นน่ะไม่มันต้องแบบมันต้องกระจายกันได้แล้วแต่พารามอเตอร์ไม่ใช่นะสูงไปนะพารามอเตอร์สูงไปมันเหมือนตัวแบบ
All right, Brian, I want to get your opinions. What was captured by Little Big Bot? He's a rapper over there in Thailand. He captured something quite extraordinary. What's your thoughts, Brent?
All right, this video is pretty dang cool, Blake. We're looking at something floating high above the buildings over there in Thailand, and this object seemingly just moves on its own propulsion. What are we looking at here? This thing seems to morph. We're gonna get a couple close-ups of this object, and you decide for yourself. What are we looking at? Could it be a pack of balloons? Sure, it's a possibility, but some of these shots that we get make you wonder if that's the case. All right, here's a couple stills of this object, and we're getting a good close-up of this. What in the world are we looking at? Look how it just kind of morphs and shifts. It almost looks like, you know, this nanotechnology, but this is large. It's probably the size of a pretty big SUV, and it just seems to be, you know, it seems like a biological UFO.
Interesting thoughts there, Brent. Definitely a shape-shifting UFO, but what's interesting is that more videos in Thailand was captured of the same event. Little Big Bot was able to track this video down. Guys, take a look at this.
All right, what I like about this is that we have two angles from different positions over there in Thailand. And now here's a second video. I'm adding a little slow motion to it just so I could, you know, stabilize this. And we're looking at this thing really good there. He pulls out, but here we go. A nice look at this object. Wow, it doesn't look like your typical balloon, but who knows? It could be. What's your opinion, guys? More videos coming in, but let's just look at the photos one more time here. Strangeness.
So not only Thailand has experienced this type of UFO, even in America, the same kind of UFO was captured in this video. Watch now. So Brett, I want to get your opinions. 3 videos of the same like-kind UFO. What's your thoughts on it, Brett?
Yeah, Blake, these things are everywhere now. Not just in Thailand, they're here in America, they're in Canada, they're in London, they're making the rounds. And we're looking at something, again, very strange. We only get a fast clip, so I'm gonna slow it down. And this is the best look at this unidentified flying object. Again, could these be manufactured balloons to look like some sort of oddity floating in the sky? You know, it's a possibility, but these are the unidentified flying objects that's coming in today right here at Third Phase Moon, and we just want your opinion. What's your thoughts, guys? What are we looking at here? All right, more videos coming in.
All right, guys, we've got a lot of UFOs in this episode. This one's off in the distance. It's a little strange. It's kind of hard to see, but we're going to get some enhancements of what looks to be some kind of UFO attaching to another UFO. Watch this. All right, guys, 2 orbs in the sky. What is going on here? We have one orb attaching to another. Are these some kind of scout ships? Brent, what's your thoughts on this?
Wow, this is incredible footage. This could be smoking gun of something that makes you wonder if we're alone. Is this a bona fide UFO? Look at this thing. We see this small orb approach this unidentified craft as they kind of just dock with each other. It seems like there's a somewhat of a mothership and a probe that basically connect at this point. Wow, this person had a really good eye. He zoomed in just enough to see this event taking place. It looks like he's stuck in traffic. He may have had the light turned green and he missed the vantage point, but this thing is incredible. We're looking at technology that doesn't make any sense. This isn't a drone. Definitely, this is not a balloon. This is, in my opinion, something otherworldly. There's something weird going on here. There's no CGI. There's no AI. In fact, this is a legitimate footage that just dropped to Third Phase of Moon, and I'm digging this one. This is going to go on my top 10 so far for this year because I've never seen anything like it. Wow. What's your take on this, guys? All right, we're going to take it back to Blake over there in Turkey. Let's see what he's got to say. Incredible stuff.
Interesting thought process there, Brent. Whatever it is, it's unexplained. And again, more UFOs right here at Third Phase of Moon. Something was captured in Taiwan. You tell me if this is one large craft. Watch this. Whatever these spheres are, if it's one object, it's quite interesting. Is it one huge craft or multiple orbs? Brent, what's your thoughts on this?
All right, Blake, we're going to look at this a few more times. We're looking at 2 objects hovering above the ground, probably about 400 feet, and they're off at some distance. This was, again, captured in California, and we're going to get a good close-up here. And these objects, they don't seem to be wavering in any way. You can see there's wind kicking off, and these things are not affected by the wind. This is some pretty cool footage. You can see kind of maybe some pulsating light on these objects. Is that some sort of energy? I'm not sure, but these things are stationary. I don't believe they're balloons, and they're definitely not drones. What's your opinion, people? All right, let's take it to Blake over there in Turkey, see what else he's got for us tonight.
All right, the Boogosphere. We've been seeing it over the past couple weeks. The metallic sphere, it's been seen worldwide. Now another one, just into Third Phase of Moon, of what looks to be a broad daylight sighting. Power lines and a quick drive-by and a flyby of a metallic sphere. Watch really close, it's fast. All right, that metallic sphere is super fast. Is it attracted to the power lines? I want to get your thoughts from around the world. Brent, you're in the Hollywood Hills. What do you make of the Boogosphere phenomenon? And did this capture another one of these things?
Wow, look at that thing. This is indeed some badass footage, Blake. We're looking at something incredible. Again, the spherical metallic balls, almost the size of a basketball, maybe a little larger, captured again on camera, and we're gonna get some enhancements of this. Look at the shine on this object. These objects, we need to capture more of these. We need to down them. Who knows? They could be something made from within our government from unacknowledged programs. But and if they're ET, they're kind of in our area, in our space. So if we see them, let's just grab one. Let's see what makes these things tick. And it's pretty cool. I am looking. Is this a legitimate footage? Everything looks pretty darn accurate. But the stills, I'm looking at that again, the slow motion and the close-ups. Is there anything that looks artificial to you? I'm liking most of it, but right there, there's some parts that almost look a little cartoony. Am I just seeing things, or is this really, outstanding footage? And it looks like it. That's why we're sharing it. I like pretty much 85% of everything that we're seeing here, but there could be, something going on that's not right. But I'm giving it a thumbs up for this one. All right, more metallic spheres captured by a Chinook helicopter. Check it out.
Dude, the black helicopters keep flying over here too. Did they fly over our house last time? Look, now it's just hanging out.
All right, now we're talking, guys. Tonight's episode is rocking with the orbs. Look at this thing, just kind of hovering next to the chopper right there, the Chinook, and it's basically, it seems like it's stalking it, and you can see the Chinook approach this object and gets really close. So we're slowing it down. We're getting the best shot of this thing as it kind of just approaches this metallic object. There it is. And the military chopper at the same time kind of stayed in the neighborhood. I think it saw this and it's saying, they're saying, what in the hell is that? It caught the military's attention, and I'm not sure. Could this be an exercise? Are they connected in the same kind of mission, or are these two, flying craft approaching each other and one doesn't know what the other one's doing? And I'm ruling out this being a balloon because a rotor wash from the helicopter would be whipping this thing all over the place, and this thing just remains solid. They're connected in the sky. This is, again, a legitimate footage that just dropped to Third Phase of Moon. All right, more videos coming in.
It's definitely the phenomenon right now. The metallic spheres, they're being seen worldwide right now, and I'm sure we're going to be getting more this week right here at Third Phase of Moon. Now, we've got another video captured at night. It's kind of interesting. Joey Baker posted this to social media of what looks to be some kind of drone. He thought it was a helicopter, but it makes no noise whatsoever. Watch this video.
What the hell? We'll try to zoom in on it. Oh, yo. How am I not hearing nothing? It looks like a heli, but I don't hear nothing. Look, it's long. Look. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Come back. There he is. Look.
There's no sound, really.
Nothing.
Just wind. Did you see how they went right to each other?
Oh my god. What the hell are you? I didn't hear nothing. It looks like a helicopter, but I didn't hear nothing from him.
All right, Brent, I want to get your thoughts on this one. We listened to it very carefully and we didn't hear a thing. Whatever Joey Baker captured, in my opinion, it might be reverse engineered technology that we're looking at. Brent, what's your thoughts on this one?
All right, I'm digging this video big time. These people were looking up in the night sky and they captured something that still has them wondering. They have no clue what it is. You don't hear sound from this vehicle, this flying UFO. I could call it that because we don't see the typical FAA lights, but you do see that little orb that went by. I believe that was a star, and it shows motion. Again, we're looking at something that was captured in the night sky. There's no sound. This thing is silent. They couldn't hear anything. Maybe a slight hum, I'm not sure, but we didn't pick up a sound either. So we're looking at an object that really doesn't need any kind of engine that makes a noise. Show me something like that. We need this technology out right now.
All right, like I said, we've got a lot of UFO videos in this episode, and we're not done yet. Now, San Diego, a man driving on a freeway captures something incredible. Like I said, if you're gonna film and drive at the same time, be careful while you're doing it, but watch this. Whatever this UFO is, it's quite large in the sky, and what I like about it, it's in broad daylight. It doesn't get much better than this. Brent, what's your thoughts on it?
Dang, we weren't kidding. There's a ton of UFOs that just came in today, and we're looking at another one. This guy's filming. He's on the freeway, and he notices something in the sky. We're gonna get some close-ups of this as well and slow it down. But yeah, I had to turn down the audio because there's some music playing on the back radio, and it would have got dinged. So sorry that we had to cut that out, but we do hear him in the background going, "What is that?" He says it almost looks like a mothership. What's your opinion? What are we looking at here? The enhancements really add a little bit more to it. So I'm gonna roll this video one more time and get a close up, but this is the original video as it came in real time, right here to Third Phase.
This is 什么东西？不见了，这是什么东西？不行，太远了，真的看不到了，太远了，太远了，不见了，那是什么东西？
All right, let's roll this a few more times. It's interesting. It's off at some distance, but these guys saw it and they're like, what in the world are we looking at? Actually, this camera has a pretty good zoom on this thing. So let's look at this. I'm going to adjust a little brightness contrast on it. And again, taking over Taiwan, we see it right there. These bright orbs as they move along the city skyline. It's kind of cool. I like it. But people might say, could these be birds? And it could be. I'm not sure. But they don't. I don't see any flapping of wings. Here we go. Let's add the brightness contrast. It makes this thing pop a little bit more. And they're flying in unison. That's for sure. Pretty damn good video. Let's just roll it a few more times. Yeah, we're looking at something legitimate. The camera, the way it all pulls in and out, there's no AI or CGI. Everybody get over that. It's really easy to understand legitimate videos, and that's what we're sharing here at Thirdphaseofmoon. And I'm going to roll this one more time. If you just joined us, let's just look at this clip, because we're seeing a UFO docking with another one. It's just wild footage. I'm going to get a close-up. This one I'm really impressed with. Let's just get this close up on this, and you're gonna see that orb dock with some sort of like disc shaped object. Wild stuff. All right, well, this is Brent Cousins reporting from the Hollywood Hills. We're going to put out another episode tomorrow. Let's see what Blake has to say.
Absolutely, Brent. Again, the UFO sightings, they're hard to explain, and that's why we're sharing it with you at Third Phase of Moon. We don't have the answers, but we do receive the latest UFO videos from around the world. And if you've captured anything amazing, don't hesitate to send it to us. My email is in the description below. Film it, upload it to social media, copy paste that link to us. Everybody, be safe out there. Blake Cousins, keep your eyes on the skies. We'll see you next time.
You're either on the side of the law or you're not. The only way you're going to get to it is somebody at that executive level that says enough is enough, cut the money off, bring these people in, let's go.
This is not to be talked about any further. And if you do, something can happen.
All we need is one to be accurate. And this whole concept of UFO crash retrieval non-existing completely falls apart.
Everybody wants to be in there. Can you give any kind of sneak peek of what that's like?
That organization has had the ability since the 60s to hit a button and simulate an alien attack on the planet using these technologies.
Serious questions tonight amid a growing number of drone sightings.
How do you set up a believable false flag and operations that looks like it's alien when it isn't?
So when it happens, they're not shocked, they're not stunned. They can say, oh, we knew this was going to happen.
Which is potentially the most dangerous, where they're talking about quote unquote catastrophic disclosure.
They put it into secrecy, they deny, and then they shut the people up.
And the president doesn't know about. That is an existential threat to humanity.